Giants and Buccaneers, week number 8 film review. My apologies for having this out late. I mean, my life's been kind of busier due to working now, and I was a lot less busy in college, I'll put it that way, but at least I got this out before Sunday's games, so that's a bright side of it. So, 3rd and 5 here for the Buccaneers. No running back here. We have, I guess, one tight end, 4 wide receivers. That looks like a running back. I think that's Fournette right there. And I think Isaac Yiadom on this play right here, I want to point him out, made a really nice move. It was a double move out here by this receiver. I don't know which guy it is. I forget the guy's name. It's something, that's going to drive me crazy, but I think his number is 85. I see the 8 there. It is 85. So he goes kind of like a wheel route, double move type thing. And Yadam sticks with him pretty nicely. It was an uncatchable ball, but I like that a lot because if, Yadam was completely fooled on this play, like if he fell for it right there and overcommitted, then Brady would have had a layup of a touchdown somewhere over here by the right pylon. So I like the, discipline right there by Isaac Yadam, who did pretty, I would say pretty well on Monday night's game. We'll get a start this week because Ryan Lewis once again will be out for next week's game. We'll see the pressure here on this play. I think Carter Coughlin and Cam Brown. Looks like Coughlin on a stunt. Brown there chasing Brady out of the pocket. So, yeah, I like what I saw from the defense on this play. A 3rd and 5. They bring some guys from the left side. And you see right there the stunt by Coughlin. We'll see him right here. He'll go behind Leonard Williams, it looks like. Picks up some pressure. So, I love to see it. And Cam Brown, I want to see where he started. He was on this side right here over Gronkowski. I mean, I'm sure Gronk chipped him at first. No, didn't even do that. So, it was one-on-one against Wirfs. He almost beat him inside. Brady did a good job of getting out of it, but he chased him, and as we know, Cam Brown, faster than Tom Brady. So he got there, and Isaac Yiadom was not fooled. Good job by the Giants defense on 3rd and 5. 3rd and 11 trick play by the Jason Garrett offense, and I thought Jason Garrett had a pretty nice game in this one, I'm not going to lie. So this was the pass where Golden Tate on the bottom gets involved here. He wasn't really involved as a pass catcher until the final quarter, but this right here goes behind Daniel Jones, so therefore I believe he's eligible to pass. And Golden Tate, I think I've seen him pass the ball before on Detroit, but this was a simple pass across the field. Gallman had a bunch of blockers out in front of him. And let's take a look one more time. I don't know what type of defense the Buccaneers were in. It's looking like zone, so we'll go with that probably. But yeah, you see the offensive linemen right here. They all bail out to the left. Gallman sneaking in right behind here. And it looks like I think the JPP with the visor kind of fell for it. And you can see right here all 4 of these Buccaneers defenders, defensive linemen probably, are not really seeing what's going on here. And then we have Gallman leaking out to this top of the screen right here. So by the time they realize it, some guys over here realize it. Then we have some guys on the back end realizing it. But nice block right here. Gates takes out number 32. Then it's one-on-one with a couple of guys. And yeah, but still, really nice gain here by the Giants offense. We'll take a look from this angle to see if we see anything else. So Jones quickly pass out to Tate. Tate does a good job of just holding it, letting it develop. The lefty throw, I love that. And yeah, I mean, good job right there by Nick Gates, and even Lemieux had a nice little steal block in the beginning. So nice job by those guys right there. I think this was a play that's probably not going to happen many times over the course of the season, but the Giants saved it for this time, and on it was a 3rd and 11, they converted the first down. So nice job there by the Giants offense. So here's one of the many missed deep ball opportunities for the Giants. It's a 3rd and 10 on the 50-yard line. This would have been a great opportunity to have a deep pass and get yourself inside the Buccaneers' 10-yard line. So I believe it was for Slayton on top right here, so we'll just watch this thing develop. I think there might have been some miscommunication here, honestly. Jones wanted it to be more back shoulder-ish on the sideline. Slayton wanted that thing inside against Jamel Dean, I think that is. And we'll see exactly where the throw was from this angle. I mean, I'll try and slow it down for you guys. So the ball lands, I can't even see it now, but it's honestly tough from this camera view. It lands right over there. That's where the ball landed. So obviously Jones, unless it was completely inaccurate, wanted to be more of a back shoulder throw. But as you can see, Slayton at this point, you could see he kind of had the outside leverage, and by this point he was trying to break inside more. So I get where both guys are coming from, but this is the type of play that has to be converted. When you get a step on a guy in the NFL, you got to find a way to convert here. So I can't blatantly say this is Daniel Jones' fault. I think it's just 2 guys that were not on the same page here. But when you see, this was enough separation, I feel like, right there. I mean, he could have gotten inside the 10, as I said, could have scored a touchdown as well. So unfortunate miss right there, and it would not be the only one, unfortunately. Here's a play from Jabrill Peppers on a 3rd and 9. I thought Peppers had a really nice game in this one. Maybe his best all-around game as a Giant. I don't know if that's like too far-fetched, but the Giants are in man coverage here. It kind of gives it away. You see Bradbury traveling with Evans here on top of the screen. So Brady knows it's man coverage now, and what he's going to try and do is, I believe, based on the route concepts here, I mean, Miller's kind of just going to clear underneath right here. They're going to try and get this, I guess you can call him slot receiver, but it's a tight end right here going across over here in the middle of the field. And honestly, Jabrill Peppers did a great job right here. I don't know if he gets his head turned around. He kind of did it the last moment, but just to stick with him, I know this is like the 3rd string tight end. I think his name's like Tanner Hudson or something, but at the same time, Jabrill Peppers did a good job on this play. We'll watch him right here. You can see Peppers, and we'll also watch some of the pass rushers on this play. I don't know if Peppers he kind of got his head turned around right there, and I think it might have hit off his knee, honestly, or something like that. I'll let that play in live time, but I can't really see from that angle, honestly. Might need some slow motion there. But the point is, he got the pass breakup. We will take that. We'll see what pressure happened right here. Not much, honestly. I mean, I think Leonard Williams tried to maybe do a stunt. It didn't really... it took a little too long, and I think it was on the right here, number 51. Why am I forgetting his name? Fackrell kind of got stopped there in his tracks right there by Smith. So, yeah, I mean, the pass rush wasn't great, but if you have a safety making plays like this, then that is fine. I love what I saw from Jabrill Peppers in this game. I feel like I have him highlighted in a different play in this video, but we'll find out as the video goes on. So the Giants had a 3rd and 4 right here, ball on their own 23. Now they do a good job here of getting the Buccaneers to go off sides. I think it was Devin White who's right here. He gets offsides right there. So the refs call it, but the Giants have a free play basically, and it's another inaccurate deep throw. So this is a play where, even if Daniel Jones throws an interception here or fumbles the ball, it's not going to count. It's called a free play for a reason, and you can see right here Devin White is offsides. They point to it. I don't know where the flag was. I don't see it from this angle, honestly. So, I'm pretty sure they called it offsides, though. I'm almost positive they did. But it's a free play, and we'll see what the offensive line did on this play. Honestly, not bad. I think it was right here. Dion Lewis did a good job of picking up White. But, yeah, just another, you see this ball lands right here. Who's catching this? Come on, man. No, I think it landed right here. I don't even know. That was terrible. I'll try and go real slow for you guys right here, but... We'll see. The ball lands right there. I'm pretty sure it lands right. I don't know why he just threw it. I don't know if he threw it away on purpose or what, but when you have a guy off sides, you have to realize that as the quarterback and go, okay, this is a free play. And, throw it in bounds. Give your guy a chance. It was one-on-one coverage with probably your best wide receiver in Darius Slayton, and he throws that ball completely out of bounds. So I did not like what I saw right there. The other route concepts were nothing. I think Ingram might have had a step if, this ball was held on to a bit longer, but I like the decision here to give your one-on-one guy a chance. At least that's what we thought until the ball was thrown out of bounds. So, yeah, it's got to be more accurate. I don't know if he threw it away on purpose or what, but you have to at least give Slayton the chance there on a free play. Here's another missed deep ball, apparently. That's what I labeled it as, so we'll see how bad this one was. I don't remember exactly which one this was. It might have been the post route. I think it was, honestly, the Slayton post route where, this one was bad. It really should have, yes, that's definitely when you have to convert. I think Winfield, number 31, the safety, took a pretty bad angle right here. He might have, pursued him too high and didn't really play center field on this play. He might have tried to go with the crosser. I'm not really sure. He was kind of indecisive of whether he goes with this guy or goes back here. So he takes the wrong step, and you see Slayton has, he has the step. He has 2 steps on this guy, 1 step on him. Winfield doesn't even know where the ball is, and it's just thrown out too far in front of him. So we'll see if Slayton slowed down at any point in this. I don't really know, but the pocket was very clean. We'll take a look from the other angle after this. I don't know if Slayton slowed down or not. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know who to blame for that one. I feel like both guys could have done a better job, if I'm being honest here, but we'll see how the play action developed and all that. Alfred Morris, got to fear that guy in the play action. So I think it might have been, is that Andrew Thomas? Yeah, Andrew Thomas gave up some pressure, I'm not going to lie, but at the same time, he definitely stayed in front of his guy, did not get completely blocked. He squared his shoulders pretty nicely, which is fine, and that's a play where the Giants should have scored a touchdown, and I think they ended up they had a punt on this drive because I feel like this might have been the drive he got sacked after this play. So, yeah, the Giants, go from basically a 7-point swing though he could have had 7 points, but instead they punt and get 0, and this is one of those plays, and I said this is why you can't blame Joe Judge and the coaches. This team just cannot execute right now, and that's a prime example of it. So here was a 3rd and 7 for the Giants. They're on their own 30, and Daniel Jones gets sacked on this play. Now, I wanted to point out something interesting here. So I'm just looking at this as a dopey fan from my perspective, and I'm trying to see what these guys are pointing out here. There's no game volume right now, so we don't know what they're pointing out. But it looks like Daniel Jones is pointing out, okay, Winfield's going to be sent on a blitz here. I'm pretty sure they said, have Dion Lewis pick him up. But for some reason, Lemieux and Gates, I don't really think knew what was going on this play, and these guys did not know who to get. And I think it was Devin White who basically had a wide open lane to the quarterback. And maybe he fooled them on this play because he acted like he was dropping in coverage right there, then kind of stutter stepped and got back. And you can see Gates might have fell for that at first. He gets this guy, but now we see Lemieux blocking the guy that Dion Lewis should have blocked. So therefore something's going wrong. So maybe what probably should have happened is Gates should have went on Devin White. You should have had Lemieux stay in here and block this defensive tackle, but that's not what happened. So yeah, it is what it is, and that's exactly what results in a sack right there. I give Jones credit for holding on to the ball. I like that. That's fine, but there definitely was some protection issues on this play. So what I think was supposed to happen is, Gates goes here with Devin White, Lemieux goes here with defensive tackle or defensive end, whoever that is, and then we have the running back on Antoine Winfield, the blitzing safety. So in a perfect world, that's probably what would have happened, but, it is what it is. The Buccaneers schemed a good play. Give them some credit, give Todd Bowles some credit, but hopefully, the Giants get that right next week. Here's a play from James Bradberry, who I'll admit was not playing at his highest level from other games he's had this year, but this was a good play. He gets beat at first, but has the recovery speed right here on Mike Evans on top of the screen. Might have got caught on his own guy right here. We'll take a look if he was stuck on Isaac Yiadom or not, right? Maybe. Okay, he was kind of in his way, but still. Evans given a nice ball by Brady, maybe slightly underthrown, honestly, but still. I love the recovery right here by Bradberry. He's clearly beat. Mike Evans right here is not known as the fastest receiver, but he has about 1.5 yards separation on him, even like 2 or 3 right here. But Bradberry just keeps his eye on Evans' hands and just gets his hand in there at the right time. So we'll see from the other view, or other angle, I should say. I wish it was from the other angle. It would have been easier. But you see right there, he's honestly just looking at Evans in his hands, kind of tracking his eyes, and he can't see the ball, obviously. He's not looking at it, but just sticks his hands, left arm is out right there, hits the ball perfectly. That's just what a good cornerback does. I love what I saw. You're not going to be perfect on every play. There's going to be plays as a cornerback where you are beat and you are burnt, but how do you recover? Do you just let your guy go and score a touchdown, or do you recover like this and play the receiver's eyes and hands? And that's exactly what Bradberry did. I love that play from him. Here was a 3rd and 10 for the Buccaneers, a sack by Leonard Williams on this play. And I wouldn't call it a coverage sack exactly, but the coverage was really good. Nobody really open on this play. Martinez was with Evans in the middle of the field, just running a pretty deep curl right here. We see, I think this is Tyler Johnson on Jabrill Peppers, but then we have a guy right here who I believe is in zone coverage. So he's coming off his man, and if Brady threw this one underneath, it would have been picked off by him. We have another safety out top right here to account for him. So yeah, I like what I saw. Even Yiadom right here on Gronkowski. So I love what I saw from the secondary right there. A good job by those guys, including Martinez, if you want to put him in there. And we'll watch from this angle what exactly went on with the defensive line. So watch, I think it was Fackrell. Watch Fackrell try and take up basically all 3 of these guys, left tackle, left guard, and center. I think he took up the left guard and center very nicely on this play to try and clear out space for Leonard Williams to get over here and get one-on-one with Donovan Smith, and he beat him inside. And you can see right there, gets him, pushes Smith out of the way. Really good strength right there by Leonard Williams just to push him out of the way, get to Tom Brady. Logan Ryan was in on it as well, and a nice job there by the Giants defense. So, this is kind of a play where it's an unselfish play by Fackrell. You're kind of giving up your stats, saying, okay, I'm going to clear out these 2 guys to give my guy Leonard Williams a one-on-one play with the left tackle. He beats him, and yeah, it works out perfectly. Good job by the Giants defense to execute there. Here we have back-to-back Wayne Gallman runs. So one of them is a 17-yard gain, which is right here. This is the best angle for it, and the other one is the one touchdown he scored from 2 yards out. So right here, we'll watch. This is a great job by, I don't know if it's Pear or Fleming. They're one number away. That is Fleming. Nice job by him, honestly, to seal this guy out of the way and create this hole. Even Caden Smith, Evan Engram doing a good job holding his block as well. Honestly, that's what good blocking is, and it's one-on-one with the safety. Couldn't get by him. Did a good job of trying to make him miss. But I love what I saw from the offensive line right there. That is actually just picture perfect. You see Zeitler take away this blitzing linebacker. Once again, Fleming does a great job of sealing and creating this hole right here. And you see Caden Smith holding his block very nicely. So I love it. If the Giants can do that more consistently, then, they'll be a good running team. Now onto the touchdown play. We'll watch from this angle once again. I think this is the play where Lemieux Lemieux and Thomas got really good push. We'll just keep an eye on those guys real quick. It was, basically could have won this hole, obviously, but decides to go here. I want to look when he had the ball. I mean, yeah, Gallman, you probably should have cut it inside, but whatever. He scored a touchdown. Thomas did a good job holding his block. Even Lemieux. Gotta love what you see from the young guys on a play like this. So, yeah, I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. If they got enough push on the offensive line, they were going to score on this play. Thomas is pumped up. I like that. Fist bumping everywhere. I like that. The offensive line, honestly, these two plays, and honestly, the run blocking was pretty good this game. The Buccaneers' run defenses, I think they were second best in the NFL coming into this week, or into last week, I should say. So the Giants had a very impressive performance. I mean, Gallman did not have this amazing game on the ground, but I think efficiency-wise, it was not too bad. But the offensive line on these last two plays at least, and even the rest of the game, looked pretty good in my opinion. So here was a play from Daniel Jones, which was really bad. An interception by him, his first of the game. It was coming out of halftime, 2nd and 8. The Giants were, I don't know what the score was. It doesn't say the Giants score. I think it was 14-6. 14-6, so yeah. Don't do anything stupid is what you have to say to your quarterback right here, but, this is an instance where he does something stupid. Now, what I hate watching this is that you'll end up seeing, I think this is Sterling Shepard, wide open on top of the screen, which honestly really hurts to watch that because he's running free. They're in zone coverage, and this safety decides to go on this side of the field. I think this safety right here expected some help over the top because they left this entire side of the field wide open deep, and if Jones saw it, look at this, wide open, he gets even more open, hand up. Jones still has the ball, but he's just not looking his way. If Jones noticed this, it's a touchdown, and I think he might have been looking for Sterling Shepard. That's kind of risky. You could fit it in there. That's definitely a throw. It's not impossible, but more risky than this guy who's wide open. So didn't see it, then tries to force it and throws it way too short. I mean, that is just that's awful. You know what I mean? That is really not good at all. But if you're Jones on this play, and I'm no quarterback, as I say, I'm not an expert in this stuff, believe me, but when you see the one high safety drift towards this side of the field, why don't your eyes go to the left side? Because you notice there's more guys over here on defense. It just makes sense. Why not go with the one-on-one coverage up top? I don't know why he decided to do that, and Shepard did a really good slant and go route, and the corner, I guess, fell for it. I don't know if he was in man. It looked like it was zone because the rest of the guys were in zone here. So I don't know why Jones, when he saw this safety go to this side of the field on the right hash marks, didn't give the left side even a slight look. I mean, you didn't have to stare him down the whole time, but at least give it a look. And if he looked right here, oh, this guy's not moving, and my guy's in full stride sprinting towards the end zone. That's a touchdown. The Giants should have been up. What would the score be? It would be 21-6 Giants after this. I mean, yeah, the Giants honestly could have, I don't want to say put this game away at this point, but could have given themselves a very nice cushion. But, Jones didn't see it and then forces this idiotic pass. And we'll watch from this angle to see what the offensive line did. JPP gets knocked down right there by Gates. I like that. I'm trying to see who got the pressure. It might have been right here. I think that's Barrett, 58. We'll see. Was he on Levine Toilolo maybe? That could be why. We'll see what went on here. All right, so Barrett got around Toilolo. I mean, it was a decent pocket, but Toilolo cannot get knocked down there. You can't just you can't do that. You can't just whiff. If he stayed with him, I think Jones would have had time to step up and make a throw maybe to Shepard, but when Jones had to move forward with it and kind of threw off platform, and we know he doesn't have the best arm strength in the world, and then throws a terrible interception. So, yeah, I hated that play, and that's one where if the score was right on that play, hopefully it was. I'm trying to take a look at it. I think they could have won up, as I said, 21-6. So, yeah, that would have been a game-changing play for the Giants. Unfortunately, it went in a negative direction instead of a positive one. So, yeah, got to execute on plays like that when a guy's running wide open. Here was another positive play from Julius Peppers. Jabrill Peppers. Yeah, Julius Peppers, not on the Giants. So, against Scotty Miller right here, running another wheel route, and they try to get him. This time he turns his head around, gets his, I don't know if it was his shoulder. I think it hit his shoulder on the replay, but we'll watch from this angle right here. I believe Peppers got his head turned around, though, which is good. I like that. Last time he didn't do it, it worked, but you can see right here, it kind of had, I don't know if he could see the ball from this angle, but I think he had an idea of where the ball was, and I'll slow it down for you guys. I think he got his left arm in there, or shoulder. I think it hit the top of his left shoulder right there. That's where the ball is. So, you got to do what you got to do, and it worked. I think Peppers had a really nice game in coverage right there. Love seeing that. Sometimes we saw Landon Collins have his rough games in coverage for sure, so if Peppers Peppers can revert to more of like this type of safety that can cover guys as well as making plays in the box, he might be regarded as one of the better safeties in the league one day. Of course, he needs to stay healthy, which has been a bit of an issue for him, but if he can do this in pass coverage consistently, I'm very excited for the future of Jabrill Peppers. Here was another overthrow or a deep ball missed. I guess you can call it both. Why not? 3rd and 3 for the Giants on their own 32. Would have been a nice time for a big play. The score at this point was 14-9 Giants. Once again, if this converts, it's 21-9 Giants, maybe. I don't know. It's not as easy as the other one was, but this is another one where, once again, Shepard on top of the screen, I think does the same route. Slant right here, draws the corner in, and then goes deep and gets him. Has pretty, I don't know, maybe 3 yards of separation right there. That's good enough, and out of his outstretched arms. Some people said Shepard slowed down on this play. I'm pretty sure. I personally didn't see it. You could say maybe right there. I mean, I don't see it. Oh, that's on the quarterback. I have to be honest there. But that can be from the Daniel Jones can do no wrong type fan. So I don't know. But we'll see the pass blocking right here. Honestly, nice job by our running back Dion Lewis right there. He might not be the best ball carrier, but pass blocking wise, pretty good. He had Sue in his face after this. Kind of hit him late, it looked like, honestly, from this angle. I don't know how hard he hit him. We'll see if Sue actually got him or not. He did knock him down. They could have called that. But, yeah, pass blocking did a good job. We see, I think that's Zeitler on JPP, Barrett against Fleming. Who else? We had Thomas against, I think that's Levante David, I'm pretty sure. So that's a very talented guy as well. Knocked him almost down. Nice job by the offensive line. But once again, when your quarterback is missing guys like this over and over again, it really holds an offense back. And I don't know if people can blame Sterling Shepard for this play. I think it's just a flat-out overthrow. And honestly, when your guy has this much separation towards the outside, like, he could have back-shouldered this thing over here. Like, you didn't have to hit him in stride deep. Like, just to be safe, you could have back-shouldered this thing over here, and it would have been a completion regardless, but tries to go for it all, which is fine, but you have to hit him. You cannot overthrow a guy in that situation, so that was pretty ugly once again. So as I mentioned before, this was Bradbury's, maybe his roughest game as a Giant. It wasn't the best game. A couple penalties, play like this as well. Gave up a touchdown in this one to Evans. And this one, he just gave way too much cushion to Evans. I know you don't want to get beat deep against him, but he also missed a tackle as well, which I was not a fan of. But you can see right here, it is man coverage. You have one safety high, and yeah, too much cushion, way too easy, and just pitch and catch for him and Mike Evans, for Brady and Mike Evans. We'll see the offensive line, defensive line. Not much pressure, honestly. The Giants might have been trying to stop the run there, honestly. We saw some guys trying to get pushed. It was Fackrell. We saw Leonard Williams trying to get pushed. I don't know who this, I can't see who this is. Terrible. Might have been Dalvin Tomlinson. So guys were trying to get there, but it was not good enough, and the Buccaneers were the better team on that play. That's for sure. But yeah, I guess Bradbury, you can't be perfect, but just too much cushion on that play. So here was another trick play for the Giants offense. I forget which one this was. I'll just let it roll because it's going to come back to my memory at some point. I forget what happened here. Oh, they try and they fake it to the right, then go back to the left. Yeah, okay. This play worked out pretty well, honestly. And Gates did a good job. I honestly had a feeling the refs were going to call a block in the back, which I guess, I don't know if it was or not. Let's take a look. Nope, I missed it. All right, we'll look from, once again, right there I'm looking at. Let's see. I mean, maybe. Honestly, though, they said in the broadcast as well, JPP might have saved a touchdown here. Here's JPP, here's Shepard. If he doesn't get this, shoestring tackle on him, he's got a couple blockers in front of him. Might have beat him on the sideline for a touchdown, so Jason Pierre-Paul did a great job on that play of potentially saving a touchdown, but really nice play design here. I mean, I did not see this one coming, honestly. You have, some of the offensive linemen / tight ends went to the right side here, which was enough to fool some guys here. We see number 58, we see number 93, Sue and Barrett, I think those guys are. Even McClendon, I think this is, and I don't know who this is. I can't see the number, but some guys were fooled on this play, thinking they were going to go to the right. Throws it back to the left. Shepard is here. Now, this, as I said, could have been a block in the back. Was it? I mean, maybe. I'm trying to look. All right, so he was kind of, I'm honestly shocked the ref did not call this, but it is what it is. I don't know. I'm not an official, but, that's borderline block in the back. So, yeah, I feel like they call that more times than not. But great job by Jason Pierre-Paul in that play. But honestly, I like what I saw from Jason Garrett right there. Creative play. It was a 2nd and 16, so, why not try something tricky right there. This was a 1st and 10. It was to Evan Engram. We'll watch him right here. My volume's up. Wow, that's not good. So Evan Ingram, right? Let's see. He's in a bunch with it. Looks like Caden Smith. Honestly, that's interesting. So yeah, they left them open, and Devin White went with Smith, and I think this might be Murphy Bunting right here. It was supposed to be back with Ingram, and he kind of stayed up in the flat a bit too long, and you can see Ingram get by him. Jones saw it happening the whole time. Credit to him. I think he almost dropped that ball, which I would have been like, oh my goodness. But he did catch it, thank God. Got both feet in, got like 3 feet in. Nice job right there. I will give the Giants credit, and it was a pretty good route concept. You know, you sent one guy basically on a seam route in Smith, which I like. You have another guy going down here towards the sidelines. You have a check down option, so it's not the worst. I mean, I kind of like what I saw right there from Jason Garrett's play design, so it's getting better, guys. It's getting better. We'll see what the offensive line did on this play. It looked like Lemieux got beat clearly on this play by Sue, but you know that is a pretty tough matchup. Sue's been around for a long time. He's been a very good NFL player. So we'll see what else happened on this play. I think Andrew Thomas did okay. Yeah, he did okay. Cam Fleming, what did he do on this play? Or Matt Parrott, sorry, Matt Parrott. Matt Parrott was okay on this play. Good job by the center, right guard to exchange guys. So yeah, good play by the Giants offense. So here was that play where I was kind of upset with Jason Garrett, or a bit annoyed, I can say, because it's 3rd and 11 here, and I feel like they were kind of just settling for a field goal on this play. You know, they call Dion Lewis inside. They're going to throw a quick screen to him. But, like, in what world was this play ever going to work? There was only one blocker right here, which is Evan Ingram. We know he's not the best blocker. He's going to get Levante David. But there's 2 other guys right here that basically have a clean shot at Dion Lewis. It just made no sense. He got away from, broke 1 tackle. Okay, I like what I saw there. And I think, I don't know if he tried the reverse field or not at one point. I guess he could have tried to just go around and do something crazy, but it probably would not have worked anyway. But, yeah, I mean, this play was going nowhere. I don't know why they did it. I wish I kind of gave Daniel Jones a chance to actually try and air one out to the end zone here. It was just a quick, get the ball, throw it out to your guy, see if he can make a play. But there was just no chance. Based on the defensive alignment and you having one blocker in front of him, there was just no chance whatsoever. Well, watch Ingram. Right here, he calls him in motion, just throws it out to him. Only so much Ingram can do. And, there was a bunch of Buccaneers all over him, and the Giants settled for 3 points on this play. I know you don't want to turn the ball over, and Jones is very turnover-prone, but you're not going to win games against a team like the Bucs going for field goals. You cannot be conservative. You have to try and score touchdowns here. And I'll tell you what, if this was a quarterback, that would have been a late hit. Watch this guy, number, I think, 70. Was it 79? Right there. I mean, diving on it wasn't bad, but I feel like that was a quarterback. That's a flag. But anyway, yeah, just not a fan of the play calling right there, I have to be honest. This one is Isaac Yiadom. It's a 2nd and 10 for the Buccaneers. Ball's on their own 32, I believe it is. So we'll watch Isaac Yiadom, where is Isaac Yiadom on this play? I think this is Holmes. That's Bradbury. Yiadom, I guess, on top of the screen. Yeah, I remember this play. They went for Scotty Miller once again. Miller almost had a big day in this one, but the Giants defense did a good job. Logan Ryan over there as well. We'll watch Yiadom on top of the screen. It is cut off a bit. I'll try and get that away for you guys. But Yiadom right here on top of the screen. Scotty Miller stays pretty stride for stride. He might have had a yard on him, but kind of you see he threw his right hand in there at the exact right time. So another instance of a guy that wasn't really seeing the ball on that play. I have a sack as well. I put 3 different plays in here. Let's see from this angle. So right here, Yiadom doesn't turn his head around, but see, gets his right arm in there. Once he sees Miller's hands go up for the ball, you can see Yiadom put his arm up right there and knock that ball away, kind of like Peppers did before. And you know what that tells me, guys? The Giants defensive backs coach, whoever it is, I forget his name, honestly. I feel like it's something like pretty generic, like Jerome Henderson. No, maybe, I don't know, something like that. But whoever it is teaching these guys the right technique. And, to see that they're not turning their heads around in time, which is fine. They're not going to be able to do that every play. But getting their hands in there to disrupt the pass, I like seeing that from basically all the guys in the secondary. Here was a sack by the Giants defense on a, 3rd and 10 play on their own 32. Probably the same drive as that Yiadom play, honestly. So, might have been a coverage sack once again. You had some guys underneath here, but as I said, it was a 3rd down. Brady could have went here. This guy could have got some yards there for catch. Maybe right here, there could have been a guy as well, but not many options. Brady tried to buy some time. Could not do it. We'll see who got the sack on this play because I did not write it down. Was this the Cam Brown play, maybe? Cam Brown's right there against the left tackle. A spin move by Cam Brown. And it looks like, who was that, 49? Who are these people? Carter Coughlin, I think this is, getting the sack on this play. We'll watch Coughlin against, I think this is Marpet, and then he goes against Jensen, who had his back turned going for Williams. So, yeah, just a lot going on right here, but Coughlin was able to get in there. I think the secondary did a great job on this play as well. So you can call it a coverage sack, call it what you want, but the Giants got enough pressure on this play, made it happen. Congrats to Carter Coughlin. I think that's his first official sack. Good job by him. Here's a couple more bad Daniel Jones plays, and this is one you guys probably remember as one that should have been converted. The Giants get man coverage in this play, which is what they want. You're going to send Evan Engram underneath to try and just get this entire side of the field open, which they get. And Slayton's going to run like a deep crosser to the left side right there. They get this safety kind of near the left hash right there. You see him right there. He's on the hash. And Slayton right there. Jones is loading the throw. He's going to be wide open. And some people say, well, the defender's right here. Like, in the NFL, this is wide open, in my opinion. Like, I don't care. That's wide open in the NFL. Right there, when you have 2 or 3 steps on a guy, that's wide open, in my opinion. So Jones is loading the throw right there. And he just throws it over his head. Like, you cannot have it, and it's just an inaccurate deep ball. I can't really defend that. We'll see what the offensive line did on this play. Jones did a good job rolling out to his right, buying the time. I like that, set his feet, but the throw is inaccurate, just plain and simple. And then on the next play, not the next play, was it the next play or no? 2nd and 4, no, it couldn't have been, but later in the game, I should say, the very costly interception on this play, so we'll watch it. I think Cam Fleming kind of got beat by Barrett right there. He kind of just pulled him out of the way. But then, like, why are you forcing this ball? Just take the sack or throw it out of bounds. Like, you cannot have this stuff, you know? And what pisses me off even more, and people will once again, the Daniel Jones defenders will say, well, this was unopened. But watch the top of the screen. He had, I don't know if it's Slayton. I think it's Slayton. Once again, they try one of those slant and go routes, it looks like. And this corner kind of bit. Like, that's open. And I know he has a guy in his face at this point, but if he was really eyeing him down, he could have thrown it by the time that Barrett got there. You know what I mean? Like, he could have made this throw. You know, right like here, when you see your guys getting a step, like Jones, if he had his feet set and was eyeing him down, could have thrown a deep ball for a touchdown. It did not happen. I know Austin Mack was open at one point, but I think he had an underneath guy. Levante David was there. Like, you know, he tried to throw this ball over the middle right here. It's a risky throw. I'm not going to, like, you know, hate him for that one, but the throw and decision is just stupid. Like, why are you forcing that? Just, it's not necessary. I mean, we'll watch Cam Fleming once again. The rest of the offensive line was fine, I think. I think the rest of the offensive line was good on this play. Lemieux did a great job handling the stunt. And, yeah, Fleming kind of got knocked out of the way after a while. But just, why throw that ball? Here's the Buccaneers on a 1st and 20. I thought this was a BS call, honestly. I hate blaming games on the refs, but, like, this call is just dumb. And I complained about it in the post-game review. And you watch Kevin Bray out route against Blake Martinez. And, yeah, Martinez didn't cover it as well as he probably could have. But you can see both guys lower their helmets. Of course, Yadam's going to get the flag. You can see the flag came in late, last second right there. I just don't get what guys are supposed to do. Right there, he's going to lower his helmet. Right here, Yadam's just going to react to what he does. And you see right there, both guys lower their helmets. It's not like one guy did it and the other guy did not do it. Of course, he gets knocked down. This ref throws the flag, and it's like, what are you supposed to do if you're Isaac Yadam right there? Like, I did not like that call whatsoever. If you're Martinez, yeah, you probably could have done a better job in coverage. I'm not going to lie. You know, I can't defend that. But good throw by Brady. It's just a stupid call in my opinion. So here's a play when watching it on the broadcast view kind of annoyed me because it's a 3rd and 8 and the Giants just checked it down for like 1 yard. And I'm watching this and I'm like, I really want to see the film for this one because this is unacceptable, checking the ball down like this when, you know, I feel like they may have had a couple other options here, so I'll go over it. So the first down marker's at the 35. You can see that right there. When he checks it down, Shepard's at the 28. So that's probably not going to convert it. You have a guy right in his face as well, so you're asking him to basically break away from 4 Buccaneers defenders that were in the area, so that's not going to happen. But we'll see. Left side of the screen, Slayton had it. He was open. I'm not going to lie. You had Evan Engram over the middle, and if Engram caught that and fell forward for a few yards, right, you just give it to Engram right here. He just falls backwards, picks up the first down. I don't know why he was staring down Shepard on this play only, but he had Engram, he had Slayton, and just kind of eyed down the same guy. So I wasn't really a fan of that. I want to see where Jones' eyes were going on this play. I don't know if he looked to the left or not. We'll see right here real quick. I don't know what he did. I think he looked at the middle at first and didn't really like what he saw, brought it back to the right side, and then gave it back to Shepard. So, you know, when you stop it and look at it in hindsight, yes, these guys were open, but I guess he kind of glanced to the left side at first. I mean, barely, but kind of stared down that right side a bit too much for me. I think he had Slayton. And look, maybe Jones is at a point where he doesn't trust himself to make these tough curl passes. Like, if he throws it to his outside shoulder right here, it's a first down easily. But maybe Jones does not trust himself, and he nearly threw a couple pick sixes in this game earlier, so maybe he just decided to go with the safe thing. Didn't want to turn the ball over once again. So I think he had Slayton, he had Ingram. Those could have been first downs, but the conservative route did not work that time. So here was that 4th and 5 play. The Giants had it on their own 35, and Jones did a good job of extending this play. I'll give him that. And Slayton did an even better job of just getting away from guys and breaking away from some tackles here. I think it was Slayton, right? Yeah, I think it was. Gets away from 1, 2 guys, picks up the first down. It was a big play for him. My thing, though, was what is this pocket awareness by Jones? You can see right here, right? If you're Jones right here, you see that right here is an open lane. He's not going to run for this first down. He could. It's at the 40. I mean, it's tough to run for that. But what Jones does to me right here is just, I'm concerned. Like, he ran right at Ndamukong Suh. He ran right at him. Right into him. And then throws off one leg. Slayton just catches it and picks up a first down. Good job. Yards after the catch-wise. But if you're Jones, right here, if you're right here, why are you going to back up? Like, I understand you're trying to buy extra time here, but why are you backing up and running? You see him just kind of, like, walking towards Ndamukong Suh. Like, why are you even, like, doing this? Like, that just, I don't get it. That just didn't make too much sense to me. I think he probably could have tried to go out here, even bring it back. You know, I know you don't have eyes behind your head, but have a feel for the pocket. At least try and, like, retreat back here a little bit, buy yourself some extra time. Just walk towards Ndamukong Suh. And if he was there a half second earlier, it's probably a ball that's going to hit his elbow and probably turn into a fumble. But he got the pass off, luckily. Got it to Slayton, 2 guys miss, and they get a first down. So that stuff is not sustainable, but I was not really a big fan of the pocket presence. I feel like when you're walking towards a defender asking for a sack, bad things are going to happen in most cases, but they got lucked out right there. So here was a play where the game almost ended before it can even get into a near overtime situation, because on 3rd and 16, Jones threw a very inaccurate pass that Lavonte David probably wishes he had it back, and we'll watch from this angle. They try and go with, like, the stick route, whatever it is called, to Ingram right here, but he once again just throws it way behind him. And we'll see from this angle right here. We'll see what the offensive line did. It looked okay. I mean, the offensive line was doing their job on this play. I cannot blame them whatsoever for that, but you see right here. Here is Jones. Ingram's breaking out. If you're Jones, you want to throw this right here towards, like, the 40, right? You see that? Jones throws it towards this side, like the wrong shoulder, and Lavonte David almost ends the game right there. I mean, it's just inaccurate. I know we call the guy Danny Dimes. I mean, some people call him Danny Dimes. I was not a big fan of it, but if you're throwing dimes, you cannot do this type of stuff with the game on the line. Like, this is open. Once again, in the NFL, and you can argue with me on this, I get it. This is open. This is enough separation in the NFL to make these throws. Throw it out here towards the 40. You're probably getting a conversion, or maybe just, getting a much closer 4th down situation. But when you throw it inside here and give this guy a chance to make a play, he's going to make it most times. He got lucky it was knocked away, but yeah, that's just not a good throw. So we'll finish this off with the Golden Tate touchdown and the failed 2-point conversion play. So here's Tate, and honestly, the Bucs are kind of in, like, prevent defense. You see, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys are just dropping back, don't give up the touchdown. Somehow Tate sneaks behind this defender right here, Murphy Bunting, and gets the touchdown. I don't know how he did it, and it's a bad play by him, or by Murphy Bunting, I should say, not Tate. But I don't know how he got him, behind him right here. And Jones made a good throw. I will say that. People say Jones is inconsistent. It's very true. I mean, we will see times where he makes throws like this, and then times where it's been like the rest of the throws in this video. But that is a very nice throw, and Tate high points it very nicely. Tate yells in the camera, "Throw me the ball," and then his wife is on Instagram talking about it. So, yeah, I mean, good job right there by Tate, and they were 2 points away from going to overtime. Offensive line, good job. Game on the line, offensive line stepped up right there for sure, and he snuck one in there. So, good job right there by Jones and Tate and the offensive line. So, here we go. Here's the play, 2-point conversion. If they convert this, they're going to overtime. The play is, I think they're in man coverage, and we're going to send Dion Lewis out here in motion to the right side, try and get him in the flat for a touchdown, right? No, not touchdown, 2-point conversion. His man is Antoine Winfield, who I am trying to locate. I don't know where the heck he's right here. So Winfield's right here. Basically, all Daniel Jones and this offense has to do is get the ball to Dion Lewis here, right? And Lewis has to go from here, right, point A to point B. Winfield has to go from point A to point B. Much further run and much further distance for him to get over there. And he's get by one of his guys right here and probably another guy over here. So let's watch this play develop. I don't know. This ball's out too late. And I know people were bitching and complaining, oh, pass interference. I don't care about the pass interference. I really don't care. Because this should have been converted. 99 times out of 100, you have to convert this. Right there, throw it. Like, I know he's not looking yet, but that ball has to be on him at this point. There, even. It has to be out at this point. There. Like, it has to be out. He still has the ball. He's waiting too long. Throws it to the wrong shoulder. Like, not even did he hold the ball too long, but he throws it to the back shoulder, basically, the right shoulder here. It should have been out towards his left shoulder out here more to get it away from Winfield. The throw was awful, and the timing was awful. I can't blame the ref for this. You should not get pass interference for a bad throw. I'm sorry, you just should not. And this should have been converted. The Giants did it right. Man coverage. Winfield was on Lewis. He started over here, somehow got all the way over here before Jones even let go of this ball. I don't know what you're waiting for, but it was just a very bad way, and you can tell by the tone of my voice, I was annoyed by this. They should have went to overtime. I don't know if they would have won this game. Knowing the Giants, they probably would not have, but still, you can tell it's man coverage once again. Both of these linebackers, and I think maybe one safety, move with the tight ends in motion, and then you see the pass is out too late. So, yeah, very discouraging performance from our quarterback, I will say that, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully the Giants get a win this Sunday. I will have a preview video out tomorrow for this game against Washington. But yeah, this is a game I'll try to forget about. There were a lot of good things. I think a lot of guys played well in this game individually, but the Giants, once again, in a game where they should have won, found a way to beat themselves. And there were many examples from this video of them doing that. So hopefully the final 8 games of the year, number 8, does a lot better in these final 8 games. We'll have to find out. But thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.